Hello, welcome to day 2 of Starfield. We're here, we're going to do some scans for this guy for the side quest about this tree. And we still have to go and check out the main story stuff, meet up with these this faction I was sent here to check out. So let's get chat up and going. We'll check it out. Eventually. Taking forever to get going. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Any luck tracking down those sensors?
LB to scan. This game's so fuzzy though, it's weirded me out. There's like a film grain over it too. I don't know if that's like a display setting thing, like a graphics thing. Film grain intensity, that's what it is. Let's just turn that off. We'll go 0.2, why not? Much better.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
What, 3 more? It reminds me of the Mass Effect city for sure, especially this building.
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Cool. More stuff to do. Bye, robot.
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
I know, Sai. I beat Armored Core. Well, the first playthrough.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them.
Weird.
I could really use the credit.
How are you enjoying Armored Core, Sai? Rain looks weird too.
You should avoid falls from that height unless you are properly equipped with a jet.
Again, plus. That is the rank the game. Nice. Are you enjoying it? I know you're a big mech guy, so how do you feel about it?
Bulk items may require multiple levels of approval and can take up to several weeks for an official response. We apologize for any delay. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it will be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
That's fair, Sai. Yeah, I ran double Gatling, double shock rifles, and it was pretty broken.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why? What is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? Pleasure doing business with you. Back to it then.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
That's true. I've heard, what are the shotguns? They look like a couple, they're like really stubby with like 8 holes in them. I think the description's like, oh yeah, they're, not technically shotguns, but I've heard those are pretty OP. Get 2 of those.
Hi.
Oh, another robot.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested.
How challenging is getting those S rankings? Are they pretty annoying, or most of them okay?
If it isn't my
I
favorite,
can imagine getting a S rank on like Cell or something is pretty.
I need all of the bio
Annoying.
sensors if the data is to be of any use. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. Relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
Oh well, yeah. It sounds really annoying. A little bit tedious.
Yes, it does feel good to be right. Particularly when others have attempted to
Thanks,
convince you
Cameron.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is
It would be
that
nice for them to be a little more
entire
clear
composition
about
of the tree
what
is
it takes to get an S rank.
In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency
I've heard it
sound
can be kind of
waves.
finicky depending on the mission,
But they're growing.
like you were saying.
This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Ugh, close.
Let's hope that MAST takes these findings seriously.
Instead of starting a new life, free of completely self-reliant,
I'm so behind.
Oh, weird. Yeah, that's so random.
Wish that bartender at the viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Before I was turning around, yeah. That sounds like I'd pull my hair out. It sounds so annoying. Oh yeah, no, I figured you were busy playing it, so I feel like I would have triggered you a bit how badly I was playing sometimes. So basically, once I got my double Gatlings, I was rolling with double 10 missile launchers. That was working pretty well until Cell. I swapped to double Gatling with double shock rifle. That started melting everything for the rest of the game. I was also, because I like tank treads, and I was rolling tank treads until Cell, but then I swapped to 2 legs to have better dodging from his tracking sword blade shots. There's 10 where you dual shotguns. Like 4 shotguns total. Yeah. Gatlings were a lot of fun. I enjoyed the Gatling shock rifle combo. I also like just being like a big meaty like tank. It was fun. No, 2 shotguns for hands, and then weapon bay, 2 Gatlings. Got ya. Yeah, that's a good combo too, from what I heard. Oh, they want us to fly away? I'm not flying away. Alright, so we're not doing any missions that leave the planet right now. We're staying on planet for now. This is the ammo cost. Oh, an asterisk. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah. I'll probably go back and at least play through New Game Plus. We'll see. What I've done is bullet drone, dual shotguns, laser lance. Yeah, bullet drone was pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to try any like the lances yet, because I was going for like a medium range thing. But I heard the Moonlight Greatswords in the game too, which is cool.
Good to see you again. Can I get you
Almost
something?
stagger. The bullet drone hits the stagger. Charge the laser lance during the stagger. Nice. That sounds like a good loop.
Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh yeah? And yet here we are.
Oh,
We're just meeting for the
from
first time.
here, okay.
Tell you what, as a hometown boy, I'll give you one on the house. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But
Oh, there's
just
2?
between you
Oh, that's
and me,
cool. So you can kind of dual wield
I
them
have something in the works that'll change
if you wanted to.
everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now.
Oh, an ingredients quest.
We made a deal with Holler to bring me some small
Never liked ingredients
samples of
quests in like any
ingredients
game.
I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other
Moonlight,
folks.
Weapon Bay,
Kinda
the second
folks who
Moonlight.
ship
That's cool.
Less than legal cargo. Security got wind.
Also,
and the whole lot
Sai, I
got
wasn't
fired.
expecting
Now they're
Arena
just
to be
sitting
so
there,
easy.
taking their sweet time like they always do.
Like, I went through and got, S rank 1, like, really easily. Which surprised me, because I've seen videos talking about the older games and how hard arenas were. That's what I do with weapons. I wonder if it was too broken, maybe? New game has a second arena? Oh, okay. That's cool.
Very clever of you. Your parents must be so proud. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think
Stagger's
it is.
fam, yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to get
I
my
imagine with
hands
the build
on
I
it.
have now, they're pretty easy.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else,
Yeah, the
I'm
handguns
in
are
no
raid spam.
way
Yeah.
asking you to do anything that might violate any of the
I do like that when you beat them, you
many
get their
laws in
schematics.
place
That's pretty
here
cool.
in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing.
That sounds annoying,
Beyond
honestly.
That, the shit
Whenever I had to
over there
fight
might
two
also
ACs
be
at the same
different.
time,
I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No.
it was very stressful.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. How they mention it. Yeah, there are a couple couple AC fights like that. Like, I think... Yeah, there was one where it was like, all they did was like hover back and do like ranged fire, and then the other one got up close and stuff.
Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Ever been to Sidonia? My brother works there. Okay. Hello.
Let's save. I haven't saved in a bit.
Hey, no loitering.
Yeah, by accident, I thought I was streaming, but my Streamlabs,
This really isn't a good place for civilians.
my Streamlabs
There's
freaked
something I
out
can
and it
help you
didn't
with?
record any of it. Yeah. It took me like an hour or two, you know? Like, after Cell, that final chapter was so easy. I, sided with Carla to ram the ship into the pillar. And like the final boss fight with Air, was really easy. I did her first try. Took me like an hour, I think. Yeah. It makes me sad I got through the whole thing and then I can't show off the final chunk. It was a cool fight. You know, I like her design. I like that it was in space and stuff. I'm waiting on Lobos Jr. to do his new game plus so I can see like the final true ending. So I've seen the one I did, and then I saw the alternate one where you side with Air on the other ending. So I just need to check out the final ending.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Actually have like a persuasion minigame. Okay. I can replay the final fight? Okay. I didn't know if going into New Game Plus wiped it, you know?
Maybe so. You don't know what you're talking about. Look, I'd like to help, but... Alright, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I lose my job. Anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. Alright, make it quick, will you?
Scan new mission 1 and plus. Oh, okay. That tracks. Take persuasions with a little more thought now. That's cool. I think if I succeed at 2 more, I can upgrade it to rank 2 and my percentages get better. Oh, I only say that because for the actual thing, it's percentage based. Oh, I already did a Baldur's Gate run too. I did that before Armored Core. I just didn't stream it. And I'm running a game right now with Nick and Jack. Yeah, like this whole past like 2 months or whatever, it's just been new game after new game, so I've just been on it. Would be cool to D&D sometime though. We'll try a different class. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. And he did 2 more speech challenges to get it 20% better. Yeah. Oh, I know. It's been an insane year. I don't even know what's coming out past this point. I think I have a bit of a gap finally.
Excuse me.
I don't want to sound desperate, but any luck finding my cargo? Hey there, new guy. Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really, thank you so much.
Oh, so close to a level up.
I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went. See you around.
Oh, we did level up. Cool. Cool beans. Kill 6 more enemies with energy weapons. I kill 50 now to get that up. I'm gonna go with a persuasion laser weaponry. So I guess we pick something out. Oh, okay. It's freaking out. Hold on. I love PCs, man. They're so fun. Tab out real quick, tab back in. Maybe that'll fix it. Cool. There we go. I guess we have to pick a new one then. Medicine would be good. Ooh, that might be good. Better lock picking. So many choices. I think you can. I kind of want to dabble a bit. Bump our health up. So either health up. Either our health up or better healing with our stuff. Probably better healing with our stuff. Or boosting the range of our jump drives so it saves on fuel, I think. Let's go with better healing for now. No, it's a healing over time effect, like what, Dark Souls 2? So doing this will help speed it up faster and give me more overall, I guess. Cool. It's important, at least early in the game, to kind of get stuff that'll make me a little tankier. So that should help. I still can't do anything with these other, like laser or speech. Probably focus on getting more efficient ship jumps to save on fuel. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because you can stack them. You need to use healing 20 times. Okay. I can do that. Cool.
Yes?
That's that one. Not sure about... I know when I do this, looks like it at least slows the game down a bunch. It's usually how I heal, is I pop it down like that. I don't know about from here. I don't think you can heal from... Maybe you can. Probably can. This probably pauses it if we do it from here. Oh, yeah. And you could just, like, Wolverine your way through things. Yeah.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position is very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure.
The teeth weird me out.
We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Let's do it. I haven't done security since New Vegas.
Well, first things first, I have to ask. Do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. You know, Mast. The military, administrative, and scientific triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city. Headquarters of the entire United Colonies? I really should have given you a more thorough interview. Let me know if you have any questions.
I'm excited. I heard there's a Fallout planet in this game. Really hoping there's a lot of planets that are just more themed, which would be cool because I've heard there's a cyberpunk planet and I've heard there's a Fallout planet. So I'm pretty excited. Right above us, huh? Okay. Now it's down below? What?
That impressive building is Mast, the military, administrative, and scientific triumvirate. It stands as a symbol of the United Colonies.
Howdy. The security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility, but we try and do the bulk of the work.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station.
The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done.
Good luck with the mission.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our current companion. It's pretty cool looking, though. Pretty easy mission.
How's the invest? Still have questions? Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
Yeah, and I think it's a bad time of day, Sai. Because I think there's a day-night cycle. Usually there's like a lot of people out and about and stuff, so it makes it seem a little more alive. But yeah, the architecture reminds me of like Mass Effect, where it's like very like clean and smooth and white.
As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
It was an easy 100 experience.
Been having brownouts all the time.
Let's see.
Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed. Is there a problem?
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? I apologize for snapping. No, I'm definitely not all right. I've got work to do at the embassy. And our overly diligent security officer over there won't let me enter the city. Claims I need a diplomatic visa, which I have never needed before in all the time I've visited New Atlantis. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestyle Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Thank you. I'll wait here until the embassy sends the cavalry. Not like I have much choice.
Let's go to this embassy.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Also, I'm not playing on maximum settings. Like, I have a lot of stuff on high, but I have some stuff turned off for performance. A couple things on medium. And I think it looks better during the day. There's some actual like sunlight. I was happy it turned out they had the film grain up to 100%, so anytime it was dark, it just looked like, you know, like a bunch of film grain. It made everything really soft and weird looking. So I bumped that down to 20, and it's been a lot better too. It's weird playing this game and having everything being so fuzzy all the time.
Chill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Finally back with our son. That's all that
Oh, hey. The kid's parents are alive.
Our Bobby, isn't he?
Hey, it's you again. You would think that. What is with adults? These are my parents. I told everyone they just got on a different shuttle, but nobody would listen. We're just exploring New Atlantis. We have a new apartment. This place is amazing. Anyway, it was nice to see you again. Maybe I'll see you around. And don't forget my birthday. It's June 11th.
Bright minds of the future. Apply today. The nearest.
Yes, exactly. It's like
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. Do you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels. Understand his pain. Accept it. And deliver it not back upon you.
Empathy.
You kind of want to stab him.
But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just love a terrible person who has been terrible.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity, peace and war, back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last.
This dude's either balding or his hair did not. There we go.
It's not easy.
Yeah,
no,
it's not.
but necessary. Because you see, everything has changed. God has given us the intelligence, the ingenuity to... I may not always have the perfect advice for people, but I try to just be here for them. I think, were you seeking worldly wisdom? Ah, the intrepid explorers. Well, you're very nearly there. Just down the path. They're an interesting bunch. I hope you enjoy your visit. And I may say, if perhaps once you've done with Constellation, and you find yourself desiring more, let's say, metaphysical knowledge, consider stopping by the church and reading some of our writings. Among the grav jumps is a good starting point, I think. Perhaps we could discuss it when you've had a chance to look it over. I'm always interested to hear new opinions. That's all right. I'm sure it just escaped your memory. So many things do over time. There must be a copy around here somewhere. If you do happen to peruse it, I would enjoy hearing your thoughts on the idea. Wonderful. I really would be happy to discuss it with you sometime.
The guards will check you at the elevators. Try not to make a fuss. Welcome to the Free Star Embassy. Is there something I can help you with?
Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
Ooh, now some credits. Alright, let's go to the main story thing really quick. Here, let's do this. Save.
Huh. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. Yes, and not just humans. All organic life will be affected. Low-frequency vibrations are not uncommon in this species. The vibrations help disperse nutrients throughout the tree. However, normally the vibrations are imperceptible. If the vibrations continue to increase in frequency and strength, prolonged exposure could lead to harmful and potentially deadly side effects. It's imperative we find a way to correct this. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand. What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Julio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say? Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process.
Let's save before we do this in case we have to do a dialogue thing.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. Freeze. I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my
That is
career.
half a beard.
There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that. Yeah, that's all very touching. But cathartic or not, my career would still be in flames. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast. Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around. Wait, really? Wow. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. There is, and I already explained exactly what it is. Advancing my career is the right thing to do, so that's what I'm focused on. I'm not a bad guy, I swear. I just really need this promotion. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right?
One more.
I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment.
Choices.
Oh, good. Thank God. You really had me on the ropes there. Listen, this will be good for the both of us, okay? Just get in, access her terminal, delete the file. There's a rug out there.
Right. I kind of want to go back and talk to this other guy and see if I can tell him and change something, maybe.
Can't get enough of all the trees.
Thankfully, I hope we're not too late to avoid disaster. I hope this isn't... I tried to tell Mike.
That man is a disgrace to his profession. His theories are dribble, his methods are sloppy, and he is a very... I saw fit to point this out. Last year, he submitted a paper 3 months overdue. His thesis was that soil alkalinity may be responsible for difficulties in transplanting modified crop strains to several remote UC outposts. 3 months overdue! And that was his conclusion. A second-year academy student could have reached that in a quarter of the time. In fact, now that I think about it, The language of his paper was particularly sophomoric. Did he have a student write it for him? Perhaps I should file a report. You really have been an invaluable help in all this.
Yeah, let's talk to him one more time. I don't want to go breaking into other stuff, especially if this guy is such a failure. I don't want him to get a promotion.
If it isn't Kelton's little errand runner. Of all the assignments they could have given me. Between you and me, I'm just kidding, of course. I work really, really hard at my job. These days, I just help out wherever I can, waiting for a good opportunity. Data's right here. Oh, don't worry about it. Most of it is fine, of course. I'm good at what I do. I just received a few. You've definitely been working. Oh, don't worry. Most of it is fine, of course. Well then, you totally understand. Sometimes you just have to take matters into your own hands. I'll just get back to it. At least you're a distraction. It's been so much fun chatting with you.
Oh, goody. Fine. Let's go break the law. Good thing I chose a scoundrel background. Let's see if I can screw him over after this. That'd be cool. Okay, if we do that. Already ruined it. 1, 2 maybe. Well, maybe, yeah. Okay. Undo. That there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really bad at this, man. Those two. This leaves us with a single and a double. Do that, it leaves that open, so that. Do that, it leaves that and that. really bad at this. We'll see if we do that. Cool. And that. Perfect. Nice place.
There a type of weapon combat tech won't make?
The Lodge.
Need something? Oh, that's right. Of course you do. You have some good news for me? They sure are. I took a peek on the network. Saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. And because I am a man of my word, here are the extra credits I promised.
I hope we're not too late to avoid disaster.
I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to go on not knowing. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure even Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do. And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
Almost got another level up. Oh goody. 1 second. Wow, we're supposed to go in here all the
Here
time.
we
Nice.
are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
All the phenomenon we see out in the stars, and we appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Bosco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. Expect us to believe it fair.
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus?
Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like yours. And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, it means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if you had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead.
Wouldn't that be so funny, Si? Oh, it forms a giant weapon of mass extinction. That's great.
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment. just like the rest of us. You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your...
Yeah, let's do that. We assume we can either get our laser damage up to 20% more or persuasion up to 20%.
Your father dropped by. He left a note for you. Here. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing an artifact to us. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I am at your service, Captain.
Me around this morning. Knows how you get by on your own.
Nonsense, Walter. Your sparkling personality is why we love you.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
A snazzy room. Pretty fancy.
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett, not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need. Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Walter, you don't have
Ask
to answer
if
this,
you've got
but
questions.
I was wondering.
Speak up if you have ideas.
You're around the lodge.
We're all here for
like,
the same
almost
reason.
all the time.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked you. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Huh. Well, if it works for you.
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Second one was on Kazar, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? Take care of yourself.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the iPhone line.
Can I help? So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else? We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
At present, all systems are functioning well within established parameters.
Felt the same way when I started, too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
go see my parents. Yeah.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor. I'll get the coffee brewing.
Oh, my God. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors. Is everything all right? Well, I'll be. Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things. Hey, if I don't get to sing your praises as much as I like, no one can. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known, I'd have your favorite meal in the oven. And your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
The house feels alive again now that you're here.
High school backpack.
I still can't believe it. Constellation, how is it for you? Don't you worry yourself about that. All your life, you've been just this mess of potential waiting for a chance. Your number's finally been called, and the settled systems had better be ready for you. I've got some news of my own. You are now officially looking at a retiree. Taught my final class last Thursday. The faculty threw me a party and everything. It's too bad you weren't here then. Could have had some cake. I gave it my good old college try. You see what I did there? Enough about that. Anything you want to talk about before you have to go? I mean, stay.
Stay as long as you like, but I imagine you're all excited to get to discovering. You know, it's supposed to be us taking care of you, right? I'd like to say we'll pay you back the money you sent home. Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. More than you know. Stay as long as you like.
I still can't get over you being here. And it's not even Mother's Day. So, I gotta ask, is there anyone special in your life? With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch. Just so you know, your dad cannot wait to be a grandpa. So don't keep him or me waiting too long. I know. I won't get into more right now.
Well, now I see that it's true. Mothers have an irresistible urge to interfere in their children's love life.
I know you didn't live in this apartment long, but I want you to consider this your home away from home. Your bed is always yours, no questions asked. I mean, well, I will ask questions, but you can stay here no matter the answers. No bother at all. Stay as long as you like. Anything you want to talk about, dear? You've been loafing around the house all day.
I've been reading. It's good stuff. It's about...
You should get some exercise.
I've spent my whole life in a book. I'm fine.
And how has that worked out?
Ouch.
We are going
It's a fun optional trait to have. Ditched her. Take the next train.
It's a done deal. Our whole office is getting moved.
Sarah. Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship? Oh, sorry, but no. UC citizenship is all earned based on service. They should have covered this in your civic lessons. Go figure. United Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services, chance to own a place in New Atlantis. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in? Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise.
First things first, head down to the orientation hall. Get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest.
Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join.
But if you got any questions, I can get you sorted.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall. Continue on to the examination.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies. From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more: independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Maroon, revealing themselves to the universe in 2213.
The result of the Centaurus Proclamation has always left me torn. So much conflict arose as a result. Was it worth it?
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space. Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Nerion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xenoweapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped, the Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that irreparably ruined our civil existence. There were times I felt that it would never end.
Cool mech.
You know it was some UC general that condemned Londinium? Gave it over to these things. One of these murals said he was executed after the war. Might have gotten off.
These things are insane. We're probably gonna have to fight one. Oh my god.
All 4 of my last science papers have been on terramorphs.
From the death clause of the game.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city seemingly out of nowhere on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
That's cool world building stuff.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xenoweapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
He was a strong supporter of the Armistice. All of the tiny battles that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
I like that outfit.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
one more.
No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls means citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber. Please enter the designated simulation pod to initiate your exam.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
This is the Mark 18 flight simulation chamber, applicant. Currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
New targets active.
Resuming the examination.
New targets active.
Simulation. You have passed, applicant. You may proceed to the exit hatch to log your results. Restart the simulation's control terminal.
That thing got crazy.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run.
I'm good.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Did you have some questions you needed answered first? Ah, so these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did? Then let's get to them. So, looking at the data, checked out a few of the murals. Good. A test of preparation and thoroughness. Two traits the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4. Not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the Sim too. I can tell you that waiver some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments.
Oh my god.
But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First, though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, You're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed? Fantastic. Then just follow me.
This people's counting again? Oh my god, I'm never getting off this planet.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities? And to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance, in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy? Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come, so Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
Ooh, 5,800, nice. And a level up. Handle our shit better, that's good. Just like one more person. Get this bumped up. One more point, we can get into... Yeah. We got some basic stuff to help us out here. I'm gonna focus on, once we're getting off the planet and doing combat stuff, I'm gonna focus on persuasion and combat stuff.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. True. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. My thoughts precisely. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. Nice. Short-sighted and ill-advised, in my opinion. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch. I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kessler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
Head down to the spaceport and speak to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you where you need to go. Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Sol system has a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. Anything for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
Good luck out there, Vanguard. Be on your guard out there. This mission may be probationary. That doesn't mean it'll be a walk in the park. Not sure there's actually a lot to tell. It's only had people on it for 20-odd years. The UC set up a food processing facility there during the Colony War. But when the war was over, it was too remote to justify the fuel costs. The report mentioned some settlers bought the facility from the Ag office for next to nothing a couple of years back. See, if they couldn't make the place efficient enough to be profitable, I wouldn't be shocked to find out one of their upgrades knocked out their comms. But the place is a hike. So it well could be pirates or spacers have finally realized there are actually people out there now, which is why they're sending us.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Another day? I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent. Security scanners, chemical sniffers. United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
We're gonna pick up some more work from this guy.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved. The restaurant, over in the residential district, caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where folks come in different sizes, depending on the food. See you later.
I almost made it off the planet. After this.
Flown across most of the second systems of all kinds of spacecraft, and yet I still don't.
is simply no parallel to the food you will find here. One taste, and I...
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were remediated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I think I got them.
Yes, what? Oh, leave that down. That liar. That. Yes, the man who... Wait, what? He's accusing me of theft? The nerve of that Lothario! 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter. He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return. I don't care. I'm not giving it to you. A crime? You can't be serious. If anyone is a criminal, it's that two-timing Lothario. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to pawn it off. If you were going to arrest... I don't care if you're with UC Security. And as far as the ring goes, I...
Dang it.
As soon as my assistant finishes packing my things, I'm thinking, not just dating, betrothed. No, there are some things in life that cheating is his way of saying, I don't. It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last, before we pledged our lives to his... But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Don's roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off! He would say that. He gifted it to... I'm glad you could see reason. This ring is going to fund a very long vacation across the settled systems. Maybe I'll even take pictures.
If you ask me, it's always a good time for a terrible.
crime has slowed down. Oh, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back? Ugh. Really? I should have known this was a waste of time the moment I laid eyes on that drunk. That's on me. Without saying names, there are some people in this city who treat us like their personal security service. But you know how it goes. Sometimes we protect, other times we serve. Either way, I'm still going to pay you for your time. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Now we can leave.
It was fun. Now what? Can't quite leave. It's going to bring stuff with us, so then we can leave.
She managed to live back here at all. Pull it for leeches, get it fixed up, and let her know we'll have it ready as soon as we can.
Yes, sir.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Hera. Pleasure to be working with you. It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there. Now, Manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite. In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there. My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out? I honestly didn't realize it had people living on it until we got your record. Report they gave us seemed clean. No known hostile outposts. But I wouldn't say that's permission to let your guard down. Just watch out for wildlife and pirates. Keep those med packs handy and you'll be fine.
Then I won't keep you.
Make us look good out there, recruit.
Oops. So getting Y and X mixed up on the Xbox controller. Level 10. Do this in level order. Interesting that we have to go point by point, you know? wondering if we just have to hit star stations along the way to refuel. Refuel! Or not. I don't know how to actually land on these, you know? Yeah, but how do you board the location?
Welcome to Chunks to Go. Please, thanks for choosing Chunks to Go. Which chunks would you like today?
I'd like to buy some chunks.
I'm happy to serve you.
125? Sheesh. Wow. It's the fastest it's ever happened twice. It's annoying. I guess I'm confused. Oh. I hate that. Looks like it's supposed to be, you know, like a 2D and a 3D combo, but it's so hard to... That is so hard to tell. I literally cannot tell. It has to go from Neron to Lunar to Cheyenne, right? I've already been to Lunara, though. I guess I'm confused. I don't... What's on... Nerion is where we were. It's very confusing. See, I tried going from Nerion to there, and they wouldn't let me because it's uncharted. Let's go to Leviathan, I guess. See, we just came from Nicola. I don't I'm so confused. Because if it's uncharted, it means we have to chart our way towards it. But it wants us to do this whole roundabout thing. Why is it because we're now further? I don't get it. So if we do this, it's still... It's so annoying. Like, don't make the map 2D and 3D? Maybe? Like... Because then I'm going to have to re-jump all the way back, you know? And I don't know how to fuel my ship. I guess we'll... okay, so we're still not back where we were exactly. Oh, now we can do it now that we've explored those other ones. We can do a direct route instead. Okay. Because it's their way of letting us explore systems and stuff, so that makes sense.
Welcome to the Three-Star Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City.
Hey, nice. Sure. That'll help. Help us get further. I think that'll be a useful one to have.
Free for 200 years, and this city is the best the collective can come up with?
At least we finally made it.
You'll have a tech brief?
That's not a problem.
Yes. Can I get an invoice?
What'd you need one of those for?
Corporate policy.
Need some work done? Sure, how about it?
my god.
Is it okay if I just write it on a notepad?
As long as it's written inside.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear. Not usually, but he took charge of the situation because the bank robbers are part of the Shaw gang. The Marshal's had a lot of experience dealing with the gang, so he's calling the shots. For all I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways. You'd have to ask the Marshal if you want the whole story. I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
Sam has told me so many stories about Tequila City. I feel as though I've lived here all my life.
Planning to tell me your demands at some point?
You find someone we can trust and maybe we will.
Like who?
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
How am I supposed to do with that? You need to stand back now. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back. I wish I could say you were wrong, but I'm backed into a corner here. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate. It's a big group that hides outside the city and runs smuggling jobs off-world. They take in all kinds, rookies and veterans alike. Judging by their lack of preparation, I'd say this particular group is green as hell. Probably their first attempt at heist.
That should work in our favor. Right about now, they're probably wishing they'd just stayed home. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one. All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to. Whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
I sincerely hope you know what you're doing.
Hey, you in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Hands where I can see him, and don't try nothing.
Alright, that's where we're gonna have to end for today. 3 in the morning now, unfortunately, but hey! We got off of United Federation planet or whatever. And now we're finally in a new place. Fun to check out some of the quests here and keep getting more level ups and kind of get more combat skills going. Since we almost all of today, we didn't do combat one time, it was all just talking and stuff, so. Although thankfully, getting our drive, making our ship more efficient, reduce fuel costs and drones by 50%. If we can max this out, then it's gonna be a lot easier to get around. So I'm happy we got that going. Got better healing. Make us less, make more use of our healing stuff, less squishy. And now we can fly our ship a little bit better. We might invest into better ships, we'll see. I don't know. We might keep it here. Not really invested in ships right now. So I do want to keep focusing on that. And eventually, once we get more laser ammunition, I do want to get more of this going. Get us more combat stuff, Or we go from lasers to particle beams, maybe. And then, of course, persuasion. I'm not really into persuasion too much right now, just because it's hard to convince people and I'm still getting used to the system. So, if we didn't fail that challenge, we could have bumped it up to 20%. But we'll keep working on this when we can. Try and save before conversations so I can unlock this and get that going. So, right now it's kind of just making us more well-rounded overall as like an RPG character. I'm sure we'll get into some more combat here soon, so we'll be able to start specializing even further in. So that's kind of the goal. I'm going to work on getting our aerodynamics going, or astrodynamics going. Focus on our lasers and pistols, and persuasion for now. Let me... Before I say it, but let me go and see if I can buy... more laser rifle ammo so we can get that next tier unlocked when we level up. I think there's a respec thing eventually. You can only sell here, so we just need to find... I'd like to find a trading post to...
Welcome to Aquila City. Again.
Sell that too, you know.
Remember, stay clear of Gauvain unless you...
General store, okay.
I'll say right. I want to do your business. Take a gander.
Ammo. It's 1.5K laser cartridge. That might be what we need. KV laser. Okay.
Everyone needs supplies. Here, browse to your heart's.
3 kV laser is what we need. Right, I didn't make that up. I'm tired, so it's... memory is not working. 3 kV laser. Yep. Okay. Spendy, but we're only 6 kills off of getting our tier 2 for laser weapons going, so you know, for 4,000 it was spendy, but it did give us 130 ammo for it, so that seems worth it, I think. Okay, now I'm done. I want to keep playing this game for another 4 hours, but I gotta go to bed and go to work and blah 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 blah. But we're leaving off at a good place. Big negotiation. If there's a persuasion check, hopefully there is. We can get through it and unlock that second tier also. Get that tier going and that and laser tier going and get both those up. Yeah. So have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll another 3 or 4 hours into it. Alrighty. Bye bye.